So here is what we learn. In Real Madrid 1, Man City 2. This is becoming an annual Premier League, what the fuck am I saying? UEFA Champions League fixture, because for the past 5 seasons, it's like every time UEFA kind of fixes up. For the past 5 seasons, I can't remember how many times I've seen Man City, Real Madrid, Man City, Real Madrid, and it's becoming a little bit rivalry. Like, I know it's not rival, but like the whole back and forth, and coming into this game, Real Madrid were the favorites, because for the past 2-3 meetings, Madrid had Man City's numbers. The last season, I think they beat them home and away. I think the season before that, I think they beat them as well. So Real Madrid went into this based on as favorites, based on recent head-to-head. But when you talk about form, City has been on fire this past few weeks. You get me? They have closed the gap to Arsenal in the Premier League, and they have closed and they have now secured a very, very good win in the Champions League against Madrid at the Bernabeu. You get me? At the Bernabeu this season. And it's so surprising. It's funny that my club is the only team that has gone and disgraced the whole England. Everyone collected their 3 points. Tottenham collected. Even Liverpool, who has been on the dog shit form, collected. Arsenal collected. Man City collected. Chelsea, we are the Robin Hood. We take from the rich and we give to the poor. But that's not what we are here to. That's not what we are here to talk about. But first thing we learn from this game, starting with the first and obvious, Vinicius. Now, I've had this conversation, maybe not on camera, but I've had this conversation with few of my friends who are Real Madrid fans, and a lot of people that like Vinicius. Now, I like Real Madrid. Let's get that out of the way. I like Real Madrid. Like, if you are watching this channel, you know I hate Barcelona and I like Real Madrid. You get me? Not like but I like them more than Barcelona. Vinicius Junior is not, in my opinion, he's not a world-class player. Like, bro, like, he's not. What this guy doesn't turn up in big matches. He doesn't turn up in big matches. Like, any number one is that I have. Okay, let's get one thing out of the way. I have genuine problem with Vinicius Junior. His attitude problem one, but this match, in a game where there is no Kylian Mbappe in the field, in a game where there is no Kylian Mbappe, this is your time to leave your mark on this team. But no, Mbappe has Vinicius has just confirmed what I've been saying for months. Vinicius is Mbappe's sideman in this Real Madrid team. That brother, when it comes to big occasion, he doesn't rise. He's like, all his Real Madrid career, he has been carried by someone. He's a passenger. You get me? He's a passenger. I think he had a very good performance today. Don't get me wrong. Vinicius is a good footballer, but the way you guys rate him, nah, man. I look at Vinicius and I ask myself, is this the guy that say that he should get the Ballon d'Or, or he deserves the Ballon d'Or? Like, there's no way Vinicius deserves Ballon d'Or with this kind of performance. Even that season, he was not really good. But that's not. But that's not the elephant in the room. Vinicius Junior does not leave his mark on this team. Like, when it comes to big matches, when it's time to turn up, in my opinion, it doesn't do enough. Especially this season. I don't know whether they are planning to sack Xabi Alonso, because I heard there are rumors that if Xabi Alonso loses this match, he'll be sacked. And I waited for a few minutes to know whether, like, if there will be any sack, any club statement or anything, but I didn't see any. Maybe by the time this video is out, if they're going to sack him, maybe tomorrow morning, I don't know. But Vinicius Junior, if I'm Real Madrid at this point, I'm going to, if he wants to go to Saudi, I'm going to take whatever the Saudis are offering, and I'm going to sell him. I'm going to go and get another winger. Like, for me, Vinicius is not all that. Like, he's a good winger, but he's not all that. And which brings me to the next thing, Rodrigo. I think Rodrigo should be given more opportunities at Real Madrid. You get me? We saw how good he was today. He was always questioning that Man City backline. He had a lot of chances, very good performance, eye test wise, goals, attempts. Like, for me, I think he was the best player on the pitch for Real Madrid. You get me? And obviously, add the fact that they are missing their talisman, Mbappe. You get me? Because I really wanted this to be about Mbappe versus Haaland. I needed to see that, but we'll get to that very soon. But let's talk about Rodrigo. Rodrigo scored his goal. I think he scored his first goal since that's his first goal. He had a 30 matches plus drought, and now he broke the drought against Real Madrid. And if you saw when the match started, him and Vinicius were really tormenting that City's backline, but as City grew into the game, he was more effective because I think he questioned that the backline. He questioned Nico Riley. I think Nico Riley is in. Yeah, it's Nico Riley who was on his wing. He questioned him constantly. He was always driving in, trying to shoot, cutting in. I think it deserves more chance, more opportunity than he has been getting. You get me? But maybe because he's calm or he's shy, I think Rodrigo is getting that Di Maria, should I say, is it Mesut Ozil treatment at Real Madrid, because it doesn't suit that aura. I don't know how to say it, like, but you understand what I mean. Like, he doesn't embodies that he's humble, he's just happy to be here. But unlike Vinicius, who feel like it's his birthright to play for Real Madrid, the whole thing, like passion. Yeah, that's the thing. Passion. Vinicius Junior shows more passion than him. Vinicius Junior shows more passion than him. Vinicius Junior for me is a passion is a passion merchant. Now I know I know a lot of people is going to say you don't like him. Yeah, I don't, and I equally don't think he's good. If you think he's good, that's your cup of tea. That is fine. And which gets me to the next thing is that I wanted this match to be about Kylian Mbappe and Haaland, and I'm somehow disappointed that I didn't get to see it. I think we will still see it in the World Cup because they are drawn in the same group. Norway and France, they are drawn in the same group. I genuinely want to see Kylian Mbappe versus Haaland. Mbappe didn't play today because of injury. I saw him on the bench. I was like, maybe he was going to get introduced in the second half or get few minutes or get 30, 20, like few minutes off the bench. But funny enough, he didn't get any. And that was man, that was heartbreaking for me because I really needed to see a and Mbappe and Haaland versus Haaland. And I think a lot of you are favorites. For me, these are two players I really admire. I like both of them. Kylian Mbappe, when he was young, he did a trial with Chelsea, but apart from that, I genuinely think he's a fantastic player. Can play anywhere, left wing, striker, very good player. And Haaland, on the other hand, in my opinion, I think is the best striker in the world right now. Nothing will give me joy than seeing either one of them, any of them win the Ballon d'Or. I'm going to be really happy. But I know like this is World Cup here, and the World Cup have a lot to say about who is going to win the next Ballon d'Or. So, and Madrid form in the league doesn't really push me. It doesn't really gives me confidence that Mbappe is going to win the Ballon d'Or, because if you have to win the Ballon d'Or, you have to win trophies. And with the way this Madrid team is moving, they are not moving like a team that is going to win trophies. But another thing we learned is that when the match started, Real Madrid were really at it, pressuring City. But at a point, City started to take control of the game. I think this match was like a post to post somehow, but I think City kind of had more control of the game majority of times. You get me? They had more control of the game. They had better midfield qualities, in as much as I think like it's the midfield quality is not like the City level, but they have better midfield quality than Real Madrid. And Real Madrid, I've been saying this for ages. Their midfield is rubbish. Like, the midfield option is nonsense. They have no profile like Mudryk, no profile like Toni Kroos. You don't have to like get a like for like, because these two players, like, you can't get a like for them, but you get someone, you replace them differently. Someone who can hold the ball, cool the tempo, give you more control. You get me? Detect the tempo for you, give you more control in a match. But Real Madrid at this point, they don't have it. And I think that has been one of the greatest problems. They have to rely on counters. Every time you see them, they are always rushing the ball. And that is one thing City had over them. City controlled the game. City hold the ball most of the times. Foden and Cherky were really solid today. Nico Riley, very, very solid. And the fact that Vinicius is playing a midfielder, and I forgot about that at right back is and he couldn't get something out of him is very, very shameful. Like he couldn't even score. I think Vinicius had some opportunities where he could have scored. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, square the ball. Like, don't get me wrong, Vinicius for me, his performance was alright, but he's, I would say, elite. Vinicius is an elite level player. You get me? But I don't think he's world class. I genuinely don't think he's world class. Like, you, man, maybe I'm talking rubbish right now. Maybe he's world class, but yeah, maybe he's world class. But let's put it this way: I think he's overrated. Let's just say that way. Maybe he's world class, but I think he has, his resume says differently. He has the trophies, he has the accolades, he has the awards. But I generally think Vinicius Junior is overrated. And how how Guardiola keeps doing this shit. Like, you have two midfielders. One is an attacking midfielder at left back, the other is a central midfielder at right back, and they are able to contain one of the best wingers in the world, or two of the best wingers in the world. And this is a City that defensively, man, defensively they are shit. Like we have seen the record. This is a City that conceded 4 goals against Fulham. You get me? This is a City that they have been leaking goals this season. I think which other team that they considered 2 against Leeds. So that shows you like that defense can be got at. That defense will give you something. You understand? There's always something for you to get in at that defense, and unfortunately, they didn't capitalize on it. They didn't capitalize on it. But the last thing we learned, which is Xabi Alonso. I don't know what is really going on, but I think Xabi Alonso is getting sacked very soon. Like, because the way their form have been moving, they're not. I think they have very good run in the Champions League, but their form generally, man, it has been poor. Their form generally has been poor. So that's the end of the video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.